Thanks for tuning in to watch this video. In today's content, I want to discuss a discussion I had with a friend. And I'm going to be completely open, transparent, and honest about my thought process while my friend was telling me about the T-Mobile price increases. The position that my friend was taking, as I was kind of listening to his whole explanation, is he's really enjoyed T-Mobile service for several years. He really didn't have plans on leaving them. But with the most recent price increase, and obviously he watches my content and we have these discussions all the time. He knew it was his responsibility as the consumer to always look for the best deal, especially when a carrier, a company is raising your prices on multiple occasions. You have to, right? The economy for regular people, average people like you, me, and him, it's not easy to deal with. Everything is getting very expensive. Inflationary pressures, tariffs and trade wars, and all these narratives that are put into the media and the news. And the bottom line is stuff is just costing us more as customers across all industries and sectors. And companies are pushing all of their raised, increasing costs to produce goods and services onto the consumer. So as he's describing this whole thing to me, that's the position. That's the foundation of this concept, is people are trying to make the best decisions for their wallets. So here's what he did. His bill was I think $150 with T-Mobile. And on the first round of price increases last year, his bill went from $150 to $175. And that represented a pretty sizable price increase on his total account. You look at it as a percentage, that's well over 15%. And then the other lines that weren't impacted the first time did get impacted the second time. And again, you're looking at the average price increase cost between those two price increases puts him over 15% over the course of last calendar year. So now his bill being over $200, he's thinking, I got to do something. I can't just take those price increases on the chin and not do what's best for me. So he shopped and he looked at his account, looked what he was paying. He looked at some of the older devices that his family was using, and he was looking for ways to upgrade his phones, and everybody in the family. And that's what he did. He found one of the rivals to T-Mobile, and I'm not here to give anybody promo, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say it doesn't even matter. But he found phone deals from a carrier that he was willing to switch to. He knew the network access was going to be just fine, and the experiences was going to be good. And now his phone bill is back to $150 on that new carrier. I think he said $145, and that is with phones, like brand new iPhones and Galaxies. I think he got maybe a few of each or whatever. So, look, the reason I made this video and the reason I wanted to discuss this is not to take shots at T-Mobile. That's not my position. I don't really care who you spend your money with. I just think customers need to take this approach in the foundation of this premise that you need to take the best deals you can. You need to actively shop when the value has basically dissipated. T-Mobile is likely not your cheapest option anymore, even if you have legacy plans. Now, I don't know how many free lines you have. That can change a lot of things. There's people who are paying for 3 lines and they're getting 8 free. Like, who the hell's ever going to beat that deal? That's never going to happen. But T-Mobile can keep raising the costs on your paid lines, right? And that continues to kind of happen. We've seen that now twice in the last calendar year. Don't forget that T-Mobile's price lock has been completely restructured. They're not even really honoring it anymore. He experienced that as well with his T-Mobile home internet. So, that's another thing. And, who knows what the future holds. I'm just saying, as a customer, it is your responsibility and duty to do what's best for you. And to have loyalty to a carrier makes absolutely no sense. The only way you should stay with a company is you feel like you're getting what you're paying for. That's a good business transaction where you're paying for service and you're getting the services that's kind of built into those terms and agreements, whether it's phones or it's cell service or it's home broadband or whatever. But if another carrier is going to do better by you, you should explore those options. Again, I'm not telling you to leave T-Mobile. That's not my position in this video. We could turn this around and do it for AT&T. If they're jerking you, if they're not giving you what you want, you should explore and look at other options. Same thing with Verizon. Hell, you should be looking at prepaid and MVNO options if you're looking to save. There's ways to do that. Partner link in the description for Mint Mobile if you want T-Mobile access at a much more affordable price. But just check these things out. Do your due diligence. Don't just stand there and sit around and have to pay 15% price increases twice a year, or, twice in the last 12 months. It's not worth it. You should explore. And look, who knows? Maybe if there's enough churn rate at T-Mobile, it impacts them to the point where they say to themselves, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. Maybe our customer is too cost sensitive. Maybe the customer can't take the brunt of a $5 price increases twice in the same 12-month time frame. Make them think about that, right? And that's our responsibility as customers, is to explore all of our options. I'm happy for my friend. I'm glad he did what he did, finding a better option or finding more value and getting new phones and exploring everything that's out there. Check out those deals. Do some shopping. Don't forget to subscribe here if you're new. And, we track a lot of those deals as they come to the market. We do our analysis and we let people know when there are good deals to take advantage of out there. So stick around, watch more videos here at the end, like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. What are you doing in response to the T-Mobile price increases? Are they still the cheapest? Or do you think you can get a better deal from somewhere else? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next video.